Hey, what's up YouTube? Ryan here of Tides on Earth. I want to tell you guys today a little bit about how COVID-19 is actually helping my music career. Let's get into it. It's been a really tough time for musicians during this pandemic, and I guess I wanted to take a bit of a glass half full approach today. We've probably all read about the challenges that people are facing. We can't be out gigging right now. Some musicians are even holding back the release of their music with the mindset that so many people consume their music as they commute to work, whether that be public transit or in the car. This is a time where maybe people aren't listening to as much music during the day. Maybe they're home with their families or they're working from home and there isn't the time to consume music right now. So, I wanted to think about this from a different perspective, and I hope some of you have been in this space too, because for me, it's been a really reflective time. I got caught up in this loop of just this repetition of like seeking out the next piece of gear. As musicians, we obviously start with a need for certain gear, whether that's a PA system, your microphone, your guitar, your keyboard, your drums, whatever you're using. We start with those basics. And then if you're, for example, as a guitar player, you start to look at some effects and start thinking about like, how can I modify my sound to, create what I'm looking for, and you get into like that artistic side. And those effects do that. They help you to achieve that. So, we get into our pedal boards, and then you get a bigger pedal board, and then you get a bigger pedal board, and then you start thinking about other ways to do this. I personally, obviously, am a looper. I love my Headrush looper board. I've gone through a few different loopers in my time as a musician. And this pandemic has been a time, because of the financial uncertainty, the unknowns of it, a lot of us probably turned off our purchasing, are going down these rabbit holes into more and more gear. I buy this piece of gear because I think it's going to make me better. And then if it doesn't achieve what I was looking for, then I'm on to the next piece of gear. And this time has been unbelievable for me, so powerful in that I am not looking at gear right now. I'm looking at the gear that I own, and I'm really, really getting to know it. And if you haven't been doing that, take advantage of this time. If there's a way for you to have a little bit of time to sit down with your gear, I've been getting to know my recording software even better, ways to be more creative with my YouTube channel, videos like this, how to improve my product, because for a while I was really set on, I've got to be gigging like every 2 weeks, and that's how I'm going to establish a following. And that is how I'm going to establish a following. But when I sit down and I start recording and I start spending more time on the songs that I've already got, I start to go back and I'm listening to those songs thinking like, could this be better? Is this the best version of this? Are people going to be interested in what I'm doing right now with this product, with my equipment, with everything that I'm using? So this has been a time for me to really reflect on my equipment, and then to take a step back from that and to really focus on the person that you look at in the mirror in the morning. How can you be better with that equipment? For me, for example, I've gone back to start taking guitar lessons again, and really working on my scales and really understanding the theoretical side of the instrument. And I think we get caught up in this direction of like, I'm gonna consume this gear, and this gear is gonna make me better, and it's gonna kind of, smoke and mirrors me into being a better musician than I am. And this is, an honest video for me too, to say that, I could be a much better musician. I'm very passionate, I've got drive, but I was probably using equipment to kind of shield, maybe a lack of skill, or not as strong of a musician as I wanted to be. So this has been a time for me to spend more time on practice. And that's why I've seen a lot of friends getting up, doing their live streams, and getting out there and trying to promote themselves still. And I've really taken this time to step back and to really think about my craft, the product that I'm trying to create, you know, working on getting more music recorded so that when I do get back out there and people are asking for that new song, you know, it is recorded, it is ready to go. So let me know in the comments what you've been doing during this pandemic. Has it been a reflective time for you? Is it causing you stress? It probably is causing you some stress. And for me, you know, it's caused me some stress as well. This is a safe forum. I want this channel to be a place where we're chatting, where we're communicating about, you know, whether it's the gear you're using. Maybe you got a chance to get to know your gear more. Maybe you've been doing tons of live streams and you've been having a lot of success with that. I'd love to hear about it. I'm trying to comment on or respond to every single person's comment on my channel. So, you know, if you like this video, if you like the idea of, you know, a pretty humble musician, very honest, trying to better myself, if you're in that same boat, I'm going to be doing more videos soon. A bit of a series probably about becoming a musician, you know, during this time and after this time, because this is a great time to start. If you're someone that, you know, you're hitting your open mics or your open stages, you're doing your thing, you're feeling good about where you're at, you know, this is a great time to start prepping for the next step. And I want to start making some videos to help walk you through that. Maybe you've got some ideas for some different angles to go about this too. I want to tell you guys more about the gear that I'm using that's worked for me. I'm doing everything on a really tight budget. You know, we see a lot of YouTubers, you know, I'm using this $4,000 camera, I'm using this, you know, really, really high-end microphone, lighting kits, all of this stuff. You know, my lighting I bought from Home Depot and I made soft light kits myself. I'm doing everything on a budget here and trying my absolute best. This video right now is being shot on an iPhone 10. I'm working on getting a camera, but we're not there yet. And that's okay, that's real, that's honest. Anyway, once again, if you like this video, please give it a like, please give it a subscribe. We're working on getting more content out to you guys soon. More music as well. I've got a collaboration coming up really soon that I'm super excited about. Yeah, my name is Ryan. This has been Tides on Earth. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.